Hi, it's me, Rachel Lynn, and today's Financial Friday is my March mid-month update. So it is actually just after the 15th for me, and so I am going over how I have done so far in the month of March. So Monday, I posted a video about trying out a no-spend week, but then I ended up spending money at the end of the week, and so all of that stuff is in here and included, and we'll just kind of see where I am at as far as spending is concerned. So first of all, I do have a note, and that is I had purchased some snacks, and that went into my grocery budget. And in February, I actually spent a lot of money on snacks, used up all of my Target gift cards, and I only spent $15 out of pocket, but I did get reimbursed for the full $70, but that was a lot of snacks, and they are still lasting me. But I had a special request from one of my students to get strawberries, and I told her that I would only get them if I found them on sale, and lo and behold, I found them on sale. And so I did get some strawberries and then also some yogurt to replace the yogurt that they had eaten up. I get the yogurt tubes. I am really hoping that I can make it at least past spring break without having to really replenish any of my snacks for my kindergartners. So next up is my known allocations as far as my bills and things like that. So I have so far given $75 to my church, and I know that I've been talking about that amount going up from $25 a week to $30 a week pretty soon. That will probably actually start in April, because my church has now asked for us to recommit our giving and to increase it if possible, and so I will be increasing to $30 a week starting in April, but for right now it's still $25 a week in March. And so there are still 2 more times for that to come out. I have given $1.35 in my savings account. That is strictly interest earned from my Capital One 360 savings accounts, and then my checking account as well. So that money is interest earned, and I just put it into a blanket savings. I think I literally have like $15 or less in there, and it's just kind of slowly building, slowly building, but it's just a little extra savings for just anything. My rent, which is actually my undergrad degree, since I live at home, I pay that bill. Instead of paying my parents' rent like I would be doing, I just pay this bill. So that was $273.66, and then my graduate loan payment was $125.23. Those payments are actually automatically deducted from separate checking accounts. It just goes into the other account. Then Nelnet and Navient actually take their payments from the other accounts more like on the 15th of the month, somewhere around there, but that money is already gone from my main account, so I don't really think about it. I do not do my extra student loan payments until the end of the month. I do not add anything to my extra checking account. That is literally just half of my emergency fund. The other half of my emergency fund is in my main bank account. And then I also use this account to transfer money over to pay for my credit cards that I use for cashback rewards. And my entire statement balance is paid in full each month. So I don't pay interest on my credit cards, and I earn the cashback bonuses. My sinking funds is another one that I add at the end of the month. HP Instant Ink, it should not come out this month because I'm supposed to get the month of March for free. They overcharged me in January, and they gave me 2 months for free to compensate for that. Verizon is another bill that I pay at the end of the month, and then Netflix is also another one that gets paid at the end of the month, but this one is one that I have actually canceled. So I should not get charged for Netflix starting this month, and I will actually take it out of my budget going into April, and I will put it back in my budget if I need to, but it's just kind of like right now, it's I don't need it. Next up is gas, and I paid $21.27 at Kroger, and then $23.92 at Thornton's, and I have noticed that gas prices are going up again, and that really stinks because I miss having lower gas prices. I think last month I had like a $15 fill up, which was amazing, but yeah, they're going back up again. But I have more than enough to get another tank of gas this month. And then for my groceries allocation, I spent $12.46 at Kroger. I spent $8.99 for snacks for my kids, and I will get reimbursed for that whenever I turn in that receipt, but I'm going to wait until I have more receipts. So it'll probably be a couple months before I get reimbursed for that. And then I spent $40.15 at Kroger. This little star here indicates that I spent money at Kroger on the same day in another category, and I just split it up. So if you saw my Kroger receipt right now, it would be more than $40.15 because this is just part of that purchase. And so I will get to that when I get to it. Then I spent $53 at Scholastic. That's something that I will probably do every month until school is out. I like to get books for my classroom. And then at Target I spent $27.37, and I didn't even get what I planned on getting. I went for mini erasers that were like spring and Easter themed, and they didn't even have them. But they did have these other really cool things, like they're like connectors, and they make different 3D type shapes, which we can really use when we're learning about 3D shapes. And then I also found like a star projector that hopefully will work in my big classroom. And we are currently learning about outer space and stars and all of that stuff, so that would be really cool to like project the stars from this little, it was like a $5 projector, so hopefully that will work. And so that's why I spent, and I've gone $20 over in my teaching allocation. But that's okay. I haven't spent much from my spending allocation, and I thought about putting it under my spending allocation, but I decided against that because I have been keeping track of my expenses for the year. I want to know exactly how much I'm spending in every category specifically, so that when I plan next year's budget, I can be much more accurate as far as, yes, I spent this much, so I need this much, or I can try to cut it back a little bit. It just gives me more information if I am completely honest about where I put everything in my budget. So I am going to try to stay $20 or more under in my spending category. So for my spending allocation, here is the other half of the Kroger purchase, or not exactly half, but you can see the star that goes with the other purchase. And I spent $12.57. This was on things like shampoo and conditioner. I think I got some more face wash. They were things that I bought preparing for my no spend week that I was afraid I might run out and then feel like I would have to break the no spend in order to replace these things, and I didn't even touch them during my initial no spend week, but that's okay. I mean, I have that stuff on hand. It's not going to go bad, and it's ready to be used when it's time to be used. And then I also had Apple Storage, came up and spent 99 cents. This is an automatic payment actually, and I don't know that I'm actually using the iCloud storage. This was just so that I could get a new phone and put all my information up in the cloud and then bring it back to my new phone when they replaced my phone, but I don't know. So far I've kept it just to keep it because it's 99 cents for like 5 gigs, and I feel like that's a pretty good deal, but that doesn't mean that I'm using it. So if I'm not using it, then I guess I should save $12 a year. And then in my restaurant budget, I spent $8 at Gander. This was during my initial attempt at a no spend, and this is what broke my no spend. And so it was $8 and I had to eat something, and we were meeting at the restaurant for book club, and so I spent $8 on a salad, and I'm just super proud of myself that I kept my cost for my meal, including the tip, and I kept it under $10. And then in my weight loss allocation, I had a Flamingo 5K that I signed up for the month of April, and it cost $34.80. And because I broke my no spend at the restaurant, I actually went on ahead and purchased this 5K, which I'm glad that I went on ahead and did that, because I actually saved $5 by not waiting another day or even a couple of days until the no spend was over. And now for my sinking funds allocation, I bought some medicine, some sinus medicine, and then I also spent $20 in makeup supplies that I needed that I didn't get at Sephora, and I was trying to save money by purchasing them at Walgreens instead of at Sephora, but like the cost of the makeup that I got at Walgreens is really, really close to the cost of the makeup that I get at Sephora. The only thing is that Walgreens is much more convenient for me to get to than Sephora is, and I still haven't even started using that makeup. I just like having it on reserve so that when I run out, it's not like, oh my gosh, I have to do a mad dash to the store. I just have what I need on hand. I added in a note here that I will add the $20 from the makeup from my spending category if I have the money left over. Otherwise, I'm just going to leave it in medical. I am editing this video and I just wanted to let you know I have already moved that money back over to spending because I need to be honest about where my money is going so that I can truly keep track of how much I spend in different categories. Just like I said just a moment ago in this video. So then I had a car repair, and that came from my sinking fund, and it was really just a couple of quarts of oil, even though it was not time for the oil to be changed according to the sticker on my window. And then there was also a loose connection that they just kind of like fixed for me. I was afraid when the check engine light came on, but thankfully it was something simple. Then I also took from my laptop sinking fund, I did a lifetime TubeBuddy subscription for TubeBuddy Pro, and that kind of like helps me out here on YouTube. It's basically a 4-month deal that I get to keep forever, and I felt like that was a really great deal, so I had to kind of like take them up on it. So it's kind of like, okay, I'll try it for 4 months and see if that's great, and then in the meantime I get to keep it like forever after that, and I feel like that's a really good deal that I did not want to pass up. Now on to my income, which is my favorite part, and I really haven't gotten paid all that much this month. I got my regular paycheck of $1145.93. I earned $1.35 in Capital One interest. I did get my Kentucky state taxes back. I got $89 for that, and then my regular paycheck $1145.93. I don't really foresee very much income coming in for the rest of the month. This is probably what I'm going to end up with at the end of the month. So my total income for this month so far is $2,382.21. So over here, this is just kind of an overview as far as what I've spent and how much I have remaining. I still have $50 left to spend in church. Savings, that's always over because I don't really put how much is going to saving. It's just whatever my Capital One interest earns. Rent, graduate loan payments, those are usually spot on. I have a goal of $1,105.98 to go towards my student loans for an extra payment this month, but hopefully it can be more than that with the $89 for my taxes, and then also anything that I don't spend in my other budget categories, that all goes to debt as well. With the $89 in taxes, I really think that having a goal of putting $1,200 as an extra student loan payment this month, I think that would be a pretty good goal to have. So, and very reachable. So hopefully I can do at least $1,200. Then of course I don't put anything in my extra checking account. My sinking funds, that will be whatever the amount is. It will be the exact amount. I just haven't put it in there yet. HP Instant Ink should be $0. Verizon, I still have to pay that, should be about $53, and then Netflix will be $0, so that's another $10.99 that should actually go to debt. And then gas, groceries, teaching, spending, restaurants, and weight loss, whatever I can not spend in those categories will all go to debt as well. So that is my budget so far for the month of March. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know how your March is going with your budget, and also let me know what you think about my budget so far. Don't forget to like this video and also subscribe if you are not already. I make videos about getting out of my student loan debt and losing some weight along the way. That's all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.